See? How lively. You really need to come and see it in person for the full effect.
And that's thanks to your efforts.
Well, I'm just doing my job. I should be the one thanking you. After all, without the midnight, don't always be so tense. Sometimes you have to give yourself a breather.
Wenshu, thank you, but you don't have to pitch me.
Why not? Go, enjoy your youth. I would have rushed to sign up if I was still young.
Rover, it's good to see you here.
Oh, I guess nice to meet you. I'm the director. I almost dropped it.
It's not worth mentioning, Wenshu. This is the first Riverside Games in Rover. It's a slow day today.
That's right. Go participate in the event. Of course. The Jinjo Riverside Games is an event for all people to enjoy.
Indeed. Only a few events specifically require participants to be Resonators.
We haven't held the Riverside Games in years. During the preparation, I came. It's a pity that the Midnight Rangers are always on the front lines.
Rover, I suggest looking around for events to join. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to confirm the safety of the surroundings. Have a great time, Rover.
Oh, well. I didn't invite him over for... On the other hand, we could... Sorry. I'm getting up. Especially those... Rover, are you coming with me?
All those hours of training for nothing. We're doomed.
Don't give up yet. We've still got some time before the relay starts.
Jiyan, Ganchuan, what's wrong?
Hi, Wenshu. And this is?
This is Rover.
Perfect timing. We're having a bit of a situation right now. Two of our teammates accidentally injured themselves during warm-up. We've asked the organizing committee.
But the relay is starting soon. First our captain had to quit because of some family emergency, and now are we supposed to just wait for the next Riverside Games? Who knows when that will be?
Speaking of which, do you have a team, Rover?
Rover is also a Resonator. He's fully qualified for the... Still, it depends on whether he'd like to join you.
It's simple. 4 people take turns controlling a Gulpuff in a relay race. The first team to reach the finish line wins. Thank you so much.
That's right.
Then you're only one person short for the relay. I know a good candidate for that.
Who?
Bingo!
Oh! Are you serious?
Well, there's more to...
What do you mean?
Instead of asking questions...
I don't have the guts.
Go invite him now. And
We're counting on you, Rover.
Rover, what are you doing here? Have you found any event that you're interested in? Trouble? If you're comfortable. So, No. The key to winning a relay race lies in mutual understanding. Most of the teams are formed according to the Midnight Rangers units. I believe you can find a better candidate for your team. That candidate doesn't have to be me. Disqualification for teams without enough participants. Yeah, but given we never trained together before, it may prove a temporary team. I'm fine. Thank you for asking. Indeed. No need to worry about the end result. Yes. Spectators are gathering along the lanes. The race should start soon. Let's go join our new teammates. Huh. Nothing. Perhaps it...
You managed to rope the general in?
Greetings.
Rover has told me what happened.
Hooray! Now...
Not to be a party pooper here.
Unless...
Sorry. Forget it. 10 years ago, a team set the record in the Gulpuff relay race. Since then, every time the games are held, a major highlight is whether the record will be broken.
Yeah, I really wanted to learn from their strategy. But the video of that race got borrowed and never returned. Bummer.
They set the... Well, we're a temporary team.
Keep your chin up. Your hard work will pay off. Not to mention the team you were talking about was a temporary team, too.
Wow! So even General Jiyan has heard of that race.
Yes.
Well, it's been 10 years.
We should worry about ourselves first. There's not much time left, and we haven't...
Then...
As you have trained...
All right. In that...
Me?
You've always been the first...
The first runner doesn't need to coordinate with the two of us.
General, can you be the connecting third runner?
A reasonable strategy.
Then the relay order would be me first, followed by Lingyan, then...
Rover, this is your first race, and you may receive plenty of attention. I'm glad to hear. Any other questions?
Yes! Our team doesn't have an...
Since Rover brought this team together, maybe we should let him decide the name.
I'm starting to crave some...
Not bad. The name is settled then. We can stay in touch with our term...
We're entering the final stage of the competition. General Jiyan and Rover have successfully passed the baton.
Don't seem right. Watch out.
One more time.
Rover, are you...
I'm sorry for what just happened. You almost reached the finish line and then...
Rover, did you notice anything unusual before? An unfamiliar voice briefly interrupted our team. Wenshu, let's...
I understand the voice you mentioned. Could it...
When Rover asked me to team up with him, I have requested the monitoring data.
I see.
There might be an underlying... The records will take...
I trust your decision, but a man somehow ended up riding a gull puff when it all happened. And he seemed to They all seem super excited.
Get that person to leave first. Wenshu, I'm going with you.
Of course. Rover, you are respected by many. If you're...
Thank you.
I heard we must all go back.
Yes,
Say psych! I was hoping to snap a few.
Sir, please.
But that was really fun!
May I have your...
What? What's wrong?
Nothing major. I just... As I expect...
Huh? When did I get hurt? I didn't feel...
The adrenaline from excitement may have dampened your... However, your nervous response betrays your condition. Your right hand has been shaking involuntarily, likely because Fortunately, it's not caused by the gull puffs. Please take this...
Ouch! Oh, it's really starting to hurt now that you mentioned it.
All right.
I'm sorry. I got a little carried away. I'm sorry again for the trouble I've caused.
Let's go have someone see to your wound.
Rover, fancy seeing you here. I don't want to spoil your fun, but
Can you fill us in on the data?
I checked the monitoring data as you asked.
Why didn't the nearest beacon pick up on this anomaly?
The resonance beacon is functioning properly, but we still don't... Animals are often the first to... Tacit discords are similar to animals in this regard. I suppose that's why you asked me to check them on.
Yes, the timing of this change is concerning.
Perhaps the Riverside Games' frequency resonated with something in the upper waters.
Yes.
The lack of perceivable warning signs typically suggests...
Keep your eyes open.
Let's... Don't come near me.
The tacit discords are increasing. Let's take them down first. It's the retroact rain. We need to hurry up.
Evil, be gone. Nevermore. Incoming. Beware.
The voices are coming from here. It might be trying to tell us something.
You should relax. We can. Who knows when it's the next? Let's go. Come on. Go. Take over. Tacit discords. They won't. No. I can't. Help!
It's the cheers during the Riverside Games, mingled together with cries for help. Perhaps some people have been trapped in this place. Or maybe... Anyway, we have to figure it out. Yes and no. Technically, it's a replica of the city made up of remnant frequencies. Simply put, it's an illusion made of memories. Scholars would call it a sonorosphere. The environment here is ever-changing. One misstep and you may fall. Stay close to me.
Are these the spectators we saw earlier?
No. They are memory projections from the previous Riverside Games.
I can't quite describe it, but something feels...
Ah, come on! Are you seriously expecting teamwork among members of a temporary team?
No wonder they made a mistake. Such a shame.
It's the temporary team from a decade ago. I'm fine. Brought back some memories. According to Mortefi's speculation, this sonar sphere was resonating with the Riverside Games frequencies, and it led to the abnormal fluctuations we detected earlier.
Hey, look! Isn't that the temporary team? Oh, the last runner's actually catching up! Really? That kid! I remember, he's a new recruit! Impressive!
It's the Tacit Discords. Watch out. Time to fight back. They seem to be playing a game of imitation. Those are nothing but empty shells, no matter how lifelike they may seem. All of this, I have a feeling it all ties back to the temporary team. I rarely ever mention it, but 10 years ago, I was... It's the Nell Squares bell. Don't worry. I'm here with you. We'll go see for ourselves. Wait, Rover. Look out the window.
The city's upside down. So is everything in this place like this?
Back up.
Are these fallen soldiers manifestations of memories? Or the Tacit Discords imitations?
They're Tacit Discords. The fog is thickening. Stay alert. Be careful of the Tacit Discords, Rover. A decade ago, shortly after the conclusion of the previous Riverside Games, a sudden TD outbreak struck the Deserac Highland. Yes, the Midnight Rangers had to send its latest recruits to the front line because of the situation's urgency. In the end, we contained the outbreak at a heavy price. The battle took countless lives. Our victory was overshadowed by the immeasurable loss. And they were not the only ones who lost. This sonorosphere is probably made up of the reverb. As tacit discords devoured, but it seems the remaining frequencies of our soldiers are still resisting. Yes, the tacit discords are merging together. It would seem it's the bell. They must be showing the way for us. Extra supplies. The bell sounds closer now. The tacit discord should be aware of our presence now. They'll be harder to deal with. Brace yourself for the fight. The atmosphere is thick and dangerous. Let's take down these murmurings. Let's split the dogs. Unleash the fan. Stay put. Down the curtain. No hesitation.
According to what we've learned, this battle happened a decade ago. Why are they only calling out to us now?
I think it's because of you.
Me? But I didn't even know that.
I was wondering why this year, of all times, when the Riverside Games have been held before, and you are the only variable here. You invited me to join the temporary team, so Ganchuan and Ling Yan can still participate in the race. He initially fell behind, but later retained the lead. It's like a deja vu of the race from a decade ago. Look at the rest.
Fallen soldiers. They must have held on to those memories dearly. That's how they resisted merging with the tacit discord.
They have been silently fighting for us all these years, or we would have faced a changing outbreak.
That's right. Could you?
Yes. We fought together.
They probably didn't want it to happen again. All those deaths and losses.
And so they called out to us for help. Let's move on, Rover. Station. Target. Misery follow. None shall whisper.
Shadow descends. The sounds are fading.
Universe in my psyche.
The bell is right ahead.
Is it?
Let's go. Nonsense. They're reenacting our first lesson for new recruits. During their first lesson, new recruits must pay tribute to fallen soldiers in Nell Square. We are required to do this before being allowed on the battlefield. Its significance eluded most of us during initial training, myself included, until that day. Yes, I didn't attend the memorial that day, but that was when I finally realized. Nell Square, these monsters.
Please, can't let this one pass. Let's go together. I made a mistake.
Banish all violence.
You're wide open. Wind Rider. Thank you, Rover. I'm fine. They've been trapped here for 10 years, and now finally free. I hope they're in a better place. What happened here goes far beyond what we know about the wave-worn phenomena so far. I've sampled some of the frequencies here with my terminal. We should deliver the sample to the Academy. For emergencies.
We're no longer seeing any unusual fluctuations now. Good job. You should have successfully prevented a potential TD outbreak. As you requested, I compared the fluctuations with those of the previous outbreaks, and I did spot some similarities.
Thank you, Mordevi.
I'm not done yet. Thank me later if you must. Though there are some similarities.
This is the
frequency sample from a sonorosphere. I'll deliver it to a colleague. It's in better hands with her. It's someone you know, Baija. She specializes in...
Yes.
What now? You don't trust me?
I trust you as always, Mordevi.
Rest assured.
This should be our wake-up call.
It is a wake-up call. And it may also hold the answers we've been searching for all these. By the way, the Riverside Games people were looking for you, Jiyan.
Sure.
Now, if there's nothing else, I'm going back to my lab.
Rover, there is a place I need to visit. Could you come with me? Thank you. I need to pick up something first. See you at Nell Square. There is something I wish to do with you today. A seed. This is the seed of a resilient type of flower, which I asked the Academy to help me breed years ago. From here, you can see all of Jinzhou City. I thought of this flower. We named it the Amordia. Yes, the word represents both departure and return. Yes. I know there's nothing we can do to bring them back. But for us still living, we need something like this to hold on to. Thank you, Rover, for finally bringing them peace. And this is why I believe you should be the one to plant this seed here. We have prevented one outbreak for the time being. But I must act to prevent more deaths. Rover, I have one more request. If one day I perish in battle and cannot return home, could you please plant one of these flowers for me? Thank you, Rover.
Rover, I heard you'd returned to the city with General Jiyan. Ah, what a relief. I am beyond happy to know you're all safe and sound. There is something I forgot to give you. Let's meet up somewhere when you have the time.
One sounds.
Greetings, Rover. You see those fish? They look so happy in the safety of their pond. Happiness and safety often come at a cost, whether it be for fish or people. And if we don't feel the weight of that price, someone else is carrying it for us. Years. How time flies. I coordinated the Riverside Games that year, too. Dozens of teams competed that day, and the race lasted well into the afternoon. The sunset was so beautiful. Like what we're seeing now. It was so tranquil. That team was thrown together last minute, and nobody thought they could win. They even stumbled during their first exchange. But then, the team surprised everyone with their final runner's expert gulpuff handling and victorious finish. It was truly a race to remember. Yes. I still remember how excited those kids looked. Just like how you looked in this photo. We were worried. We weren't. I should thank you for bringing that team together, Rover. I'm planning to talk to Jiyan about hosting the Riverside Games another time. If all goes well, please, join us.